Hi, this is Kim. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a really easy Christmas tree using a loom in the staggered position. Last year I posted this Christmas tree for rectangular looms. I'll put that link here in case that's the type of loom you have. To make the Christmas tree exactly like I am, you'll need 34 rubber bands in the main color of your tree, 8 in the color you want the decoration to be. You will then need 5 rubber bands for the trunk. Take a single rubber band and place it from this first peg to the second, and then another single rubber band forward on the next spot. And then for the next position, we're going to use 2 rubber bands, one that's red and one that's green, and then 2 green, and then 1 red and 1 green again, 2 more that are both green, 1 red and 1 green for the next position, and then 2 green for the last piece. And that's the first row of your Christmas tree. Starting again from this second peg, a single green rubber band going to the center row, then 1 red and 1 green, 2 green at a time for the next spot, 1 red and 1 green in the next position, 2 green again, 1 red and 1 green, and now switching to the color of your trunk, 2 at a time, and 2 at a time. Then coming back up to the top, going to this peg, taking 2 green and going diagonal, then switching to 1 red and 1 green, and then 2 green, 1 red and 1 green, and then 2 green again. And now we need to add a couple extra rubber bands to keep the structure together from this position, so not at the very end of the green, from the top, 1 rubber band that goes to the center peg, and we'll repeat that on the other side, like that, to hold together the bottom of our tree. We'll need to add cap bands in these 3 positions. I'm using Rainbow Loom opaque bands, so for me wrapping it around 3 times works well. If you're using other brands, you may want to do 2 times or 4 times, just depends on how stretchy your bands are. And then we need to add a couple of rubber bands across the body of the tree, taking a single green and stretching it across these 3 pegs. And now we're going to do the same thing for the next 4 positions, but we're going to double it if we can. So if your band is stretchy enough, you're going to pull it tight, twist, and fold it over so that it's doubled across those pegs. And that's what helps make the tapered shape of the top of the tree. So again, doubling across these 3 pegs if possible. If your rubber bands aren't stretchy enough, then just do it once and your tree will look a little bit wider, but it'll still be cute. and then here too, and here. Wrapping it around twice. It's a little easier here to do twice because it's only 2 pegs instead of 3. And then this position, also 1 rubber band wrapped around 2 times. And now all of the rubber bands are in place for the Christmas tree. Yay! So to construct our tree, we're gonna begin with the sides before we do the middle. So coming in here, reaching in underneath that cap band and bringing the 2 green rubber bands forward, and then taking the single green rubber band to the center and repeating on the other side. Bringing the 2 green forward and then the 1 green to the center, like that. Then we can work our way up the side. Bringing the 2 rubber bands forward, and then these 2 rubber bands go on the diagonal to the center peg. Then we can do the middle row, reaching in to catch the 2 brown bands. And bring them forward, and then going all the way down to the bottom to catch that red and green underneath. And bringing those forward as well. And here, same thing, going through all of those just to catch that 2 bands that are on the bottom and go forward. And then 1 rubber band here that comes in diagonally. Like that. And then we have the last side to do. Bring those 2 forward and keep going up that whole row. Stretching back that cap band that went across these 2 pegs to get the 2 bands that go forward. And then 1 rubber band here to this position. And we're up to the last rubber band that holds the whole tree together. Bring your hook in, catch that band, bring both sides of the rubber band onto your hook, and create a slip knot by pulling this side of the rubber band through the center of the other. Give it a little bit of tug, but not too hard. Slide your finger into that rubber band, remove these from the peg, and then you can give it a tug to make that knot tighter. And we're ready to take the whole tree off of the loom. From this point on, you can use your hook or your fingers. And you'll want to give your tree a little bit of a tug to straighten out the bands. You can use this loop to attach your tree to a charm bracelet or to hang it from a real tree or anywhere else you'd want this tree to decorate. But if you'd like this charm to be by itself as a gift, you can hide this loop by putting your hook through the body of the tree, catching the loop and pulling it down. Like, comment, and subscribe. I wish you all the very happiest of holidays and look forward to the chance to looming with you again soon. Bye-bye.